Everyone always sees his gunplay when Snowman's around.
Why is the O not green?
I think for the... My head is empty right now. And
Is it because she's not fully? Did she used to be one of them?
are you getting invested?
Not really. I thought it'd be funny if I said something like that.
If you kill her, you destroy the universe.
What?
Remove knife from eye.
I'm sorry. Fucking what? You can't just jump. You can't just dump that on me.
It's not a knife. It's Snowman's cigarette holder. All you know is she's gonna have a hell of a time getting it back. Give it to Sawbuck. You chuck the lance at Sawbuck, but of course, it's only a flesh wound. Seems like that's the only sort of wound you can ever inflict on the corpulent lummox. Consequently, you and he both jump to a random point in the timeline. This looks to be in the recent past, when Stitch and Crowbar were setting up the crates for the imminent gunfight, which was very thoughtful of them. Your goon should be showing up any minute with heavy firepower. For now, you've got the drop on everybody. Kill something out of rage and frustration.
No.
Yeah, no. Stitch gets the business end of your saber rattle. He's dead, in this timeline at least. Bring knives to the gunfight.
Is the reason this is so important is because it introduces you to the insane bullshit timeline shit.
Yeah, but there's like... You just have to keep reading.
At the end, it's just like fully the ending of Homestuck, and then it's like Pulp Fictions. You find out what led to that point. All right.
Where do you think you're going, fatty? Ugh. You'll deal with him in a minute. You whip out your double-edged sword and Occam's razor?
Occam's razor.
Occam's razor.
You don't know Occam's razor? It is basically it's basically, I think it's philosophy. I don't know. It's basically the simplest answer is usually correct.
Mood.
And then because Occam's razor sounds badass as hell, someone made it was like Einstein's flaming laser sword, and it basically means the same thing.
I love that. Occam's razor, Crowbar's head. Make it happen. Crowbar deflects the King of Spades into Sawbuck's unmissable carriage. You jump far into the past.
It's in the past.
Ugh! Which is to say the present, for the time being.
A scrupulous straggler.
Yeah, I's impromptu desert skirmish. He dismisses them as a bunch of ill-mannered rogues, warranting no further investigation, although he gives a small nod of approval to the plain and serviceable hat worn by one of the combatants, which strikes him as an absolutely smashing display of good fashion sense.
And you get to keep reading?
You go now.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, it sounds like you're slowly devolving.
I am.
Hit Crowbar in the head. Alright. You can't kill him yet. You need him alive to return to the original timeline. You will be taking that crowbar, though. Stuff him in your deck of cards. You cram him in the war chest. Sawbuck you need to keep alive, too, for the moment. Not to return to the right timeline, but the right time. Speaking of which, where's Toby think he's waddling off to? Just go stab Sawbuck until the time shenanigans stop. Oh. You treat him to a bit of the old bait and switchblade. You appear in the future. You guess this is after the gunfight is over. The gunfight that never took place since you already killed/kidnapped everyone who was supposed to be involved. Looks like only Boxcars is there. Carry Sawbuck like Titan Atlas would carry the world. You order Hops to drop his tub on the double before this fat lard puts you in a wheelchair. If you take Sawbuck back to your own time and kill him there, that should save you the trouble of hunting him down. Might as well take Stitch too. Maybe. You're not really sure if that's how it works. You don't really care, though.
Ugh. Crammed. Ugh.
You dump him in the wrath tub. Then stick the tub in your own deck of cards. But you give Boxcars back his sordid literature, which he'd carelessly left in plain sight. No one will ever catch you leaving your smut around. And even if you did, that copy of Terrier Fancy magazine could belong to anybody. No one could prove nothing. Stick Crowbar's pin back in again. You go back to your original timeline. But now, stuffed in your chest, you've got a live crowbar from another timeline, brought to the timeline where he's supposed to be dead. So you guess now he's alive in this timeline, which is in part defined by his death. Okay, whatever, you should probably just kill him again anyway. Also, Sawbuck from another timeline is in there too. So I guess now there are two Sawbucks? This is getting kind of dumb. Saying what I'm thinking. You open the chest, releasing them both. Crowbar doesn't look too pleased. You deflect his gunfire into the awesome gravitational pull of Sawbuck's astonishing girth. Everybody into the past. You dodge his next round too. It seems Sawbuck from this timeline, i.e. the real Sawbuck, was in this room at this point of time. He and Crowbar exchange bullets. Off they go. They no doubt go on to spend the rest of their ammunition peppering each other throughout the timeline, destroying all these clocks in the process between now and the present. Yes, that explains the mess when you got here. Thank God you figured that out. You'd have surely lost sleep over it. 20 out of 107 clock re-destroyed for the first time. Eventually, you know what? Never mind. Take a moment to think of some time-based one-liners. Oh, you think you got one? Time travel can sure be a double-edged sword. So for a previous Kingdom Hearts video, I'm not sure if it'll be up by this point, but I had it'll definitely be up by the point this video is up. I used the CSI Miami sound for a terrible joke I did.
Yes.
So I'm glad that. I can.
Yeah, you gotta put it right here too.
Yeah. Wait, that was awful. Really, really bad. You're sure you can do better than that? Let's see. No, time's running. No, wait. Fuck. You asked yourself from the past for a little help? Time being up? No, wait. How about some kind of clock pun? No, damn it, will you just listen? You were almost onto something. Time is... Screw this, too many cooks in the kitchen. Oh, and just what this quivering mound of blubber think he's up to. Stab first, utter puns later. Just as you hear your past self asking what happened to your eye, you jab Sawbuck with your butterfly effect knife. You remember a little while ago asking yourself about your eye and not giving yourself an answer just before disappearing. Maybe if you stopped and thought about it for a second, you could have warned yourself and avoided the whole mess, albeit in the process of creating a paradox. But your strict policy of stabbing first and answering questions later prevented it. You're sure your past self understood. You are sure of this because you are very clearly remember understanding/understooding. You are now past Spades 6. You are now past Spades 6 again.
You alright?
No. You were just about to pull Crowbar's pin. Guess all that stuff happened with your future self and Sawbuck originally happened in this room while we were all off watching someone else, like Diamond's Droog or something. That makes sense. Remove Crowbar's pin.
Alright.
Yeah, did all that.
Alright. A whole bunch of shit happens that we already saw.
It just oh my god.
It just sends you back.
I like that. It just brings you back. The future Spade Slick. Oh my god!
Jesus.
Holy shit! Are you seeing this shit? Being your future self is a lot more constructive because you get to do stuff you haven't already done. Looks like you're in the future. It's a bloody mess in here. The clocks are more bullet riddled than ever, and it seems Crowbar and both Sawbucks have been decapitated. You're almost certain this is something you will be, or were already, responsible for, which of course means more time traveling. Looks like the tub and chest are gone, which means future you must have packed up and left already. Got to take note of these sort of things, so you know where you are in the timelines. You notice something on the wall over there. One of the clocks that wasn't destroyed before is now bloody and full of holes. Not especially noteworthy. You just have a feeling you should register this fact. 108 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed. Quickly remove Lance from Sawbuck. God. You pry the cigarette holder from his torso. Whoops, another time jump. This tub of goo keeps going for his gun. Widebody's gotta settle his big ass down. You really shouldn't incapacitate him without inflicting another wound. Knock Sawbuck unconscious. Count some sheep, bitch! Wait. Clock on the wall. It hasn't been destroyed yet, but it's about to be. It's ticking down to the time it's stuck on in the future. Maybe If you time it just right, you can end this whole mess in one foul slice. Or one fell slice. You even got an ice-cold one-liner to dish out when the time comes. You've been working pretty hard on it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Hate to cut and... wait, no, not yet. Wait for it. Hate to... No. Wait. Hate to cut and... Damn it! Not yet! Hate to cut and run. Shit! Hate to... Hate to chop all your heads off with the sword. Real sorry about that, my bad. You slay them all with your rapier wet. Still waiting to explode, I think, but yeah, dead. Huge bitch. Blah, 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 blah. 9 out of 15 green torsos dead. 2 out of 9 green torsos dead in twice. 1 out of 15 green torsos dead for the first time, but it's an alternate universe torso, so you guess maybe it doesn't count. 7 out of 100, 8 clocks gratuitously redestroyed. Jesus. I feel a headache coming up.
I love this shit so much.
So do me a favor. I know you looked up how many pages. What page does it end on?
Do you want me to read some more?
No, I can go. You grab the tub and chest and move on. This is altogether enough of this nonsense. Call spades. You check up on Slick's status. Slick says he killed Crowbar again, Sawbuck twice, and Stitch once. You ask him if it was an alternate timeline Stitch. He says he guesses so. You say that doesn't count. You got the real one here. He mutters some foul language you can't quite make out, but you tell him never mind and hurry down to meet you at the vault. He says he took some damage from Snowman. You say you know. You're having some effigies made of yourself with your backup hats. Deuce brought Slick's crumpled backup hat, which he wound up with somehow. Not sure what happened to Deuce's. Boxcars is obviously tied up at the moment, so you can't get your hands on his yet. Slick says he's got both their hats and he'll be down ASAP. You say all right. He says in the meantime, see what you can do about this eye. Have Stitch patch of SS's effigy.
The last page is 1,307.
We're almost there. We're almost there.
Yeah.
What one are you on?
$12.99.
You got this.
I know, but
We're
It's
making
only
such
57
good
more
work.
pages.
I know. Okay.
I can hear the desperation and depression in your voice.
Luckily, there hasn't been too many intense monologues, so we have been like zooming through this.
Yeah,
Like, how long have we been recording currently?
like an hour, I think.
Yeah. Get to work, Thread Monkey. Have Red Eye patched up. Damn it! Your sprite was flipped the wrong way. You get Diamonds on the radio to tell him to undo it and wait until you're turned around. He says it's the right eye, right? Were you facing left or right? You say it's only right when facing left. It's the left eye when facing right. He says, oh, so it's the left-right eye. You say, yeah, but hang on a minute. You'll turn around so it's the right-left eye. He says, okay. Too late. That's better. Arm yourself in case cans show up.